I want to ask you about the dark side of too good AI, though. Like we chat about a lot of the positives. We kind of teased out at the start of the conversation, like the potential dark sides and job replacement there. But so you've said in like one of the big questions is what happens when AI gets too good and the agents are better, faster, cheaper? Where do people go after that? Like, are we looking at a future where we need to invent new kinds of jobs simply to keep up, simply to keep people employed? Like, what are your thoughts there? I know you have some things there.
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, like there will be new industries. People will create them. But I think, and there are some people who like talk about this in a very sophisticated way, like that. If AI is so great that like a lot of people would just not need to work,
Mhm.
and we will just have like um, just people just getting the money but like not working, which I think it just like sounds too too good to be true or like too
Mhm.
scary for me. But I feel that if people just are not like they don't have like a regular job, everyone loves gaming. And so I really believe this in like in a play to earn industry.
Mm.
Um where it's like very niche now in more web3, but if a lot of people just go and play more, then the gaming companies would be very happy to adopt this and then have more people play. Then it means like a lot more advertising money. And yeah, people just enjoy what they would have enjoyed anyway, and then they just earn while playing. So I feel that this would be like the fun, and that's the future that I kind of can envision. Um, and there are just a lot of like to earn stuff. Like so, it
Yeah.
just and it would be just people looking for those opportunities where with their free time where they could do simple things online, and they also will get probably some money from the government. If AI is so great that it could do stuff for them, then I wouldn't worry about um, the payments. So
Yeah. We're almost describing. Have you seen the movie Wally?
yeah,
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 it's almost like that future of Wally where like all humans are just like really bad health, don't move around anymore. They're just like floating around in their chairs on their computers, earning money by playing or just like
yeah,
providing information, filling out surveys and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a fascinating thought exercise. I've actually had this exercise with Claude like a few times about this and like thinking about other business models that allow you to shift to that like earn model that could be attractive for advertisers. But like one thing I wanted to ask you is like LinkedIn right now is like littered with founders and leaders that are saying things like AI now I only have to hire one person instead of 20, or like my goal next year is to build a company that hits $10 billion with only 20 people on staff. You've actually said that in this context, governments might impose quotas on human employees at companies. Do you see this as like a likely regulation or
yeah.
more of
I
like
s-
a
I see this as like as a guaranteed future,
hmm,
because it would be I thought regulated industries will have this anyway. But it could be, yeah, if you have an audience of 10,000 people, then you're obliged to have like five customer success
hmm,
uh, team members. And this is how it could, yeah, they could regulate and it would have like places for humans there. So yeah, I see this as a very likely scenario, because just like otherwise you can't really, um, well, yeah, regular like stop the pace of just like a lot of AI companies just going fully zero human.
yeah.
But there was a very funny. I don't know if you've seen. There was a company who had this huge Times Square banner like "Stop hiring humans," and it's just like all about the
Yeah.
sales AI agents. And the founder he posted the LinkedIn post saying that, yeah, we like had huge success this month, and also just our viral campaign, Stop Hiring Humans. What I'm also proud of is that we hired a team of amazing, amazing like, professionals. And then he's like, they're like two contradictory things together. Like that they have like a huge disruptive campaign of like not hiring anybody at the same time. Like the one of the highlights is like him hiring a great human. So uh, I will find this so you
That's
could.
too funny. Yeah, we'll post that in the video version of this. But yeah, it makes me think of like this potential like counterculture that we might encounter where, the companies that might come out of the woodwork are the ones that say like, hey, in the next 5 years, like everyone is not going to be hiring humans. We are not going to be using AI. This is built by humans. We have no chatbots here. Like we're anti-chatbot. We're all humans. We hire humans. We support humans. Like this whole counterculture of like people being mad at a company
Yeah.
because they're using AI to do this, and instead
It's
they're
already happening.
right.
And so there were like two memos of
Yeah,
CEOs.
Duolingo,
Yeah,
Shopify.
yeah, and like Shopify was really well received, while Duolingo really wasn't. Like they had like a pushback, and I think it just all depends on the tone,
Mhm.
because, well, I analyzed the both, and then it's just Shopify's was more visionary, and then about like growth mindset, and this is how we help you succeed. Well, Duolingo was more like business oriented, saying like here's our trajectory, and they are just like they outlined the specific cases. They said that they will be hiring, they will be using AI, not hiring contractors anymore. And the fact that they said like we still care about employees and they will be supported, it came like later in the email, and then it's still said like change can be scary. So it had like all like a bit like different tone of voice. And it's not about just, well, AI is here, we help you transform. It's like, well, just Duolingo is going AI first. So it's like two very, very different. It's like saying the same thing, but first, like Shopify was saying, yes, we're here for you. Like, we want to lift you up.
Mhm.
And then Duolingo was saying, yeah, yeah, this is, we can't wait until like it would be 100% great, and then we're just already transitioning. So same thing, different messaging, and like marketing does its own work. So yeah, but like whenever people feel now that okay, this is AI first, they care more about AI than humans. Whenever like there is a sense of that, then it's just immediate pushback.
Mhm. And it makes sense. It's like self-preservation
Yeah,
kicking in there,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the flip of the coin there are people that are just like, "Oh, well, instead of complaining about people using AI and potentially losing jobs, I wanna work on AI." Like, I wanna be the person thinking about that stuff, and that was makes me think about, like, our ops people, like, potential listeners preparing for the wrong future. Like, given what we've chatted about and, potentially in a couple of years, we have, like, quotas on certain number of people being hired. Um, Most ops leaders today are focused still on like learning tools and building integrations and cleaning data. But if like the future that you're describing plays out, should ops be preparing more for things like governance and ethics and workforce design and then just like the technical implementation of tooling and being like the people like implementing AI tools? Like I think there's a whole other layer of that, of, like, governance and ethics and workforce design that, like, supersedes the tooling implementation. What do you think there?
I ideally, but no one's like, well, ops are ops because they're more, they have strategy, but they're tactical. Like they make things happen. So they enable the strategic people and the visionaries to like scale this operations and then make the like world like, well, actually make things work. So that's where I think now we're at the stage where very little, well, very small amount of companies. Um, are can say that they are like in a well, they're using AI on a really good level. Like there are a lot of like streamlined processes, and this is where like ops need to like help all of the companies step up
Mhm.
and then be very comfortable with AI. Once it's happening, then like it's another step of thinking of ethics and then of just how this going to play out in the long form, like long term. But now it just well, everyone's in it. Still, like most companies are in an infancy stage.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even think that the AI companies like they're drinking their own Kool-Aid. Like they just I'm not sure. So it's yeah, like if there's a startup that's building AI tools, there might not be AI savvy internally as a team. They are focused a lot more on customers, but they're
Mhm.
not like so I would say that ops like the now what we need to do is that we need to educate everybody and we need to enable everyone like to really be well proficient in AI or how ensuring that we have like automated um workflows.
Yeah, that's such a good point. We had someone from OpenAI in episode 170, and we were trying to like get answers about how they're dog feeding OpenAI at OpenAI, and he works in GTM systems. And he was like, "Man, we've added like 10, like a bunch of people. We 10x like just our team in the last like 3 months. Like, I'm focused on like trying to use it as much as possible, but like, dude, we're so busy with this and with that, and focusing on customers. So I think that relates to what you just said there. I'm looking at time, Olga, and this has flown by. Honestly, like next level of conversation. Really appreciate your insights and taking the time to chat with us.